Home Wabrutra, Iti War, but we can feel good Delaware. They love you too much. You see, I think you are doing a great job. Obi. Say me pay bonina and so over to us with the away. Amen. Now, we are you must say no encouragement. Say there is a bright future ahead of you. You keep it up. You ask intelligent questions. That be I make catch me say I told you now me tifie na flew bisa na flew nipa na answers na. E wo mo na dia be wo me say be arrest my case. Why are there?
Obi. Ya chat here for you now. A cheer for Joe. Any other for you now. Program you say we do say hana so nyina tie. Hana ndi for nyina tie. Some for credit you.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
Na said that we are tentene ho. Na yesu adwen I betimi ya bo man kana. And so be how and some ha pa.
Openness, I think that this shouldn't be a problem at all.
Mida itself should come out, yes.
Yeah, Mida should tell us, Miracle, this is a shareholding structure. Indigenous Ghanaians only maybe X percentage, and the Philippines only a Y percentage. And I think that should settle this matter.
Honorable, it's always a pleasure talking to you. May that's a powerful for your time.
What be,
and the Honorable John upon the attending cannot.
With a great respect, Obi, Asempa Moyebi, and you continue to do better. Especially Obi, questions I would tell beside you. Hey, I think I'm yet to see Obi our contest too.
Dr. Koboy, Aquaba na poem to say.
Obi, in fact, we are too much. We are too much. First of all, Obi are too much.
Me too much.
Secondly, no. Obi inti manja time for me. Thirdly, no. You go back and report to me say, "Metra seven no no move from him back." Oh, in fact, Obi, we are too much. Na enye nukwe no one come. No be Rebecca. Sami je fi mama say, "Eba lo so far no na the first class." Na the AC nyina che say, "Law no enche obewi." Now you say enye one say obe judge. Nah, that's my dusro my boy, I'm a wife spring.
Oh, fantastic. No. Chairman, my master, you better to suffer.
This Papa. This is the first time my baha. Na me sure say ya who conduct you.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
I know many out to say many aji. I admire you.
When me share mom na me wo fie nyina na mitie o. Media would na mitie nti my used to. Yeah, your line of questioning send I will see 100 program and I think say a bit me flow together.
Medase. Honorable, Aquaba na apomwe
your jugba bonto yo de
in your jugba
in your jugba no ya pa
hot here me wa denche
hot here me ona vai no go way you Obi made us say answer na make us and I think say was me bo abasopa. I've admired you from afar during the days in Takrady when we were in opposition. And I think consistently you have proved to be a good substitute for our late brother. And let me say that you've been phenomenal. I mean, so brilliant. And your presentation, the construction, I mean, the thoughts, the question lines. And since then, I will see a dear Jumano. Menyaso.
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
But also and serve the people of this country with all humility and a good heart. And I believe that the sky will all be the limit for you.
Medase.
Nedi kind of mame and chair with you for be. Na Obi mezozo memo mabaso say no production team. Mr. Brano Ghana for betting I koso e wo wiase ne oman mu a ejise Ekosiisen. Yes. Na akoye Ekosiisen isusu yi na esi ebusa se ehin na ne mana kosi.
Asempa FM.
Professor Stephen Kweku Asare. Yada sepa nyame nshao.
Obi medase pa also nyame nshao. Na twaso na Ekosiisen no mani nye kese na esie beba no na office no aye kese pa.
Amen. Okay. All right. And Professor Stephen Kweku Asare, a legal practitioner, KPMG Professor of Accounting, University of Florida, and Moten in Kano.
Asempa FM.
Your Excellency, Akwaba na Otden.
Hey, Obi, Yamina Dumiahui. Bibia Boko, me chete fupa. Na mabahan me who de Zamasasa, Wabrabo. Sande Obi and the minimum secretary crowd this year. Oh yeah. Nationally, the level baby will do Royal. So wow, that's great. It's great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You see, that has always been my philosophy. We hasn't there happen. You know, as the trees grow, others come up. It's painful work. I also say that's it. On Abraboy, then on my man so to it's really a pleasure to be before you at Asempa. And this is the first time Samara me pre Asempa FM.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Now what you makasasa. Me basha se wada networks. But network mu ya santwa ya Asempa FM. Network mu santing ni Ekosiise.
Ekosiise.
Aha.
Ekosiise.
Network you ya bonra Ekosiise. Ena network ya ye kan wasem. Emu na yiri Ekosiise. Ena network you mu ochinyine Ekosiise. Ena network you mu gamanche. Ekosiise. Ena network you mu awula efi ho Ekosiise. Na network you mu tobi Ekosiise. Timaka heavy dia na watwi dia.
Asempa.
Bembra ko na born nanyu wose. Mewie magruzo.
Samuel Awuku.
Medasi obi.
Ekosiise on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiise on Asempa FM 94.7.
Asempa FM 94.7. All talk, all day.
My man, this assurance. You ever come to rough CR for the year. And I don't want him to tell me that if we know the kind of effort that is being put out by, where is the result?
On Asempa
where is the result?
FM.
The result is that pay me and stop the kind of, you are paid to do that job on my behalf as a caterer. I don't want to know the kind of effort you're putting. The result is the payment that you make. You cannot.
But
you are working and putting in effort.
My friend,
I'm not getting
no.
results, and you think that is enough for me to clap for you. You cannot.
Almost the problem is finance.
So we are going to finance. I'm saying that we are going to finance, but you shouldn't come and pride themselves. Say the master now will call up and down, but a job that you are being paid for.
To do.
What is the big deal about this?
But I want you to appreciate that we are not relaxing. You know what
these excuses are not going to entertain.
Don't misconstrue my
the finance
statement.
ministry that is not releasing it. Brastrate. Finance ministry. You are becoming a non-releasing minister. Release it. Not just say as and when. Where do you sign the contract when you sign to the effect that as and when? Where do you sign a contract? Where do you sign the contract to that effect? 2022, this excuses from ministries, PROs, departments is out of order. What do you mean by this explanation? What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Young Kwanu said you come 2021. Oh, mommy, what's the one? Will you be giving these excuses?
But, Oman, are you not also taking into cognizance the realities now we're painting?
We have to change the system. Because say the delay in terms of payment in Ghana.
But what is stopping finance from releasing?
He chooses the occasion to talk. He's the super finance minister, protecting the public purse. Please, 2022. Young white crony there is
a caterer. I will say, Obi, after a term, it takes another 3 months for them to pay us. Now they owe us second term. Yes, it's pre-financing. Now they have to pay us second term, so we can use it to pre-finance the first term. The problem, Obi, is from finance. Ain't finance for an insono mumra na mumayunhu. Where the problem really is, because this cannot continue. It's one too many. And the teacher for you be supposed to for 2 years near into your bika. 1 year yentu obika de bia say controller or china say kope is rich card bra or china chi kope we bra
yeah I'm for 3 months 4 months it is panya then on Ghana system you practicing this as normal is there no technology to that effect area back obi mi do be right now
Asempa FM
tracking system e dey share
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The DIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen. The DIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen.
Asempa FM. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
"17 minutes after 2, Asempa FM Sony. Welcome. Ekosiisen is live and airborne. A brand new week, a Monday afternoon. It's the 31st day of January 2022. And gradually, the month of January is gone. We enter the second month of the year 2022. I don't know if you say, so the BBC when you said this year, I mean, a month is already gone. Into the year 2022 is left with 11 more months. And the this year, 2023 is just around the corner. And please get down to work, stop talking, and start doing. Ekosiisen on a Monday afternoon. Medio say bonso Femi Obi. It's nice to say the team is ready and all set. Dominic Kisi Yaboa, Nana Chumberema Jackson or saying Tiamoa. Eric Opare, popularly known as DJ Yayo, and a Queen Star Japan. Of course, with support from my Hene Kwabidan Sante, who's already here in the studio. You may hear some segment, no ebetwa moso. You buy a ache, Banyamia Dom. If free and air quad, you say, baby, you do stage, you do in the AFCON, no. The matches will not interfere with our show. And the Ekosiisen Bremo, complete show from now. Till the end of AFCON and beyond. The demonstration and so Emfa MIA. 6:30 p.m. Energy Media area. And we have an exciting package for you. First part of the show, you may hear some segment. We are second part of the show. Any Greater Accra Regional Minister Nasi Edin Komo. There are a lot of issues in the region. wasem me se ni nyina obeyi no e de ama menim se mo nyina mo pese mo hu se the ban on aboboya AUSU motorway saying akwakosi operation clean your frontage Nioma ete saying the minister began by instilling some discipline in some areas in Accra and yakwakudu on that particular exercise. Ni nyina eno bedi hon komo na yagemo nso mo feedback at the amano. Intiere, that's our package for you this afternoon. But me hear some segments no in sem ewo man here kwabena santu one in sem and for this weekend what I did next time they call me inbox and interestingly no send them move brain now send me messages ewo inbox. Unfortunately na endorse ntimi enya kwan enkan ni nyina. But this weekend, I took time to go through my inbox. Me try me page on Facebook inbox, no messages, no endorse. And move brain no at the consensus about my picky be any go through. Na yedi hon komo at the amamuntimon channel so emfa emayin. Please join us on Facebook if you've not done that already. Asempa 94.7 FM. That's our page on Facebook. Okwa, like the page and watch our live stream. Twitter and so follow us. At Asempa 947 _FM. On YouTube, Asempa 94.7 FM. That's our channel on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. You post videos now what means a live stream on YouTube. Or multi TV decoder and be a radio channel HD plus decoder and radio channel or access to adomonline.com and myjoyonline.com. With live radio and so we've done everything possible to make sure say baby I will be a ubenya Ekosiisen etie. It's Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social and current affairs talk show. Ekosiisen live on Asempa FM. Oman here kwabena santi atnas mema na kwaba na afi birthday dedications ayensa kano yetumi edi atudwa amamo oman eko yedie
obinyame adum bibia nam ne class ne class yedanyame ase na I like the way we introduce you Jumedi and said the last day for the first month in year 2022 as we speak yashira Accra bibri yegusu hira Accra Miankasa Kra Madofo Amashrom, the freshest of all, Jefamco chief executive. Namia Duma, 1 week, you know, Yawada we are Ewo Jefamco.
That should be the 3rd of February.
3rd of February. And upon is a copy no see. There are so many reasons to be grateful and appreciate and acknowledge the might of Onyankopon. So many reasons. It is not reasons in relation to your pocket. And then me botomunye. Omo mbutomunye and baby butu sisiano. Minyawa ye musuntia. So where we've gotten to, and yes, he can ye bibiana and yankwane adi here kesiepa. And kwano sunyamina de fem. That's the difference. And yes, he can eto. Se sikati mi to dia. Oh no. So ubehwe kwadwa ntwiri nyumo say owo ya de enkwa ya de sikati mi to a. Anko here ni wo be den. Sikati de oda obeda because bibia de adanse say owo no yiri ti organize ja man 50,000 no na wie o man be 60,000 na wie no ato credit kakra guso. Ba wo here ni first two say no say uni mi wie 150 cities a Obako ukroma buda o nyina so motorbike tie wo keka nyina sie ni emfa basa nyame no wan hwe all this difference o se minni nyame minni me de me pe ni brem ana me den me ye eti odi afam sikani no ana odi afam hiani no odi afam odifo no ono odi afam oye ohie buburo wani no. So life, if you have it, you cannot take it for granted. Can it be because you are guaranteed that we are there, Brunya, we are quite you are so much guaranteed. Say, we cows, a shaft, not an only because what the answer is in Basso, and you are guaranteed. You didn't want to blows up, you are guaranteed. Yeah. But and nay, so we are quadao, so won't finish ho, so we are cocrao, you are not guaranteed of every second that you take. Because right now from this studio, from here, before I even stand up, I don't know what is going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know when who cram bro. Say see I can say me I don't know what is happening. It's just by the grace. Because I'm crackers on my own sorry be one. What do you do to our So when we continuously make that loud noise, you pay a certain attention for you to come to the realization. So who knows who the own just for crying and sorry in here. Who said there is a mighty hand, and sir, any pentimi sum, to me be any pentimi sia quine. And you just say, on Yameka say, Ania, when the US bit back as a baby. The whole world, when the bit back say, on Yameka say, yes. Or no back as no. The whole world, on Yameka say, oh, my plane in end tour. The whole world will be to be resisting. So it is a responsibility and your choice to acknowledge and to appreciate and to be a mirikaka say ono de oni ni fie fo nyina no omo kwanda aka wasase su nyina no omo de besume urade. So if you look at the system now, people don't have a choice. It's obvious. They are running to the house of God. They are going before God. They are going after God. They are telling God that, but for your mercies and grace. So that it's impossible. Nobody has arrived though. A case in point, nobody has arrived in the world, not even in Ghana. Because COVID by ya bro
a leveler. Obia or the same level.
Yeah. Any challenger, no challenger COVID time. It be demonstrated say you are just but before Christ, before Unyame. Timesre Debia the account. Mr. Kumge has been, I think, the shock of I jojo me complete. How can you talk to somebody now? There's a few seconds.
Yes,
you have to start asking yourself. So say enka eyewa. I don't know what you say. Far away from you. Bibia is not far away from us again. It's just the message. It is our honor. What one I say? Obibedi 120 years and son now they were now 25. It will acquaint class of bless a man for life. It will my brother, my sister. You don't have time. That is why you have to positively, consciously, carefully, importantly, impart life and live. Every beer you are ready for the judgment. Nimenti chicha. Ni sema obe kalfo obi wanya papa. Enye Ghana ni opeja Ghana ye pia ni shefom. Enye no ma ensem fata. The danger is that after the spiritual affair, the physical affair is that we should be patriotic, we should be genuine, we should be truthful to the cause of developing this country. And always as we say, we should also build people for this country to move on. And here, because we say, young Kasiam were captains of industry now. We have a problem in this country. We know the problems of this country, but we are pretending that we don't know the problems of this country, and we are going around almost every 4, 5, 8, 6, 7 years. We are government after government, but we are pretending going about it. The problems of this country has been created by young Kasa Ghanaians, and we know the problems, but we are pretending that the problem is being solved. It has not been solved. One typical example, Obi, ghost names. Every year. Ghost names now are fighting from 1992. ABC and Ne the figure keeps rising. Ghost names. Number 2, Obi. This is what we all want. We are doing wrong. We want to turn things around and get the best out of what we are doing. There be Yahoo problem no, but ukotachi problem ne pe. Na another issue eba. Ghost names. Number 2, how we fought ourselves as Ghanaians. We've been fighting ourselves. Ghana for more successful, you try to bring them down. Politically, physically, out of envy, jealousy, hatred, out of partisanship, foolish partisanship. Oko had Dako farms and say okay, only beam. Oko farms are only beam. Oh, the mighty giants of more Ghana had this year. You're not seeing them. Herbert Mensamu, Papa Mu, BMSamu. Oko Pino Muna, who just have captains of industry.
And there you can say the legacies are nowhere to
yes,
found.
Captains of industry. We are always ready to push the foreign brand and personality of businessman ahead 100, 200, 300,000 times ahead of the Ghanaian. Because we are beneficiaries of the system. The corrupt system, the mess. See, any beneficiaries, Obi. Why haven't we changed the status quo all this while? We are talking about Omaya. We are talking about Omaya. We are talking about Omaya. Young Cassia Pessia Catcher say, when you end this Dangote, when you end say when you all facets of the economy. Anyway, because they are politically exposed. This is a country how we are contractor. Now when you align the power, you align the year. Whichever contractor that you are, people have suffered the mess of political interferences and victimization in this country. A lot. Ghana ni Ejen Juma. If you ask all the businessmen from Kennedy Japan to Ibrahim Mahama to almost all the big names, to Kofi Job, to Sam Jonah on the political active, to almost all the big names, to Despite, to Kwesi Chum, all the big names, all the big businesses. Ask them how they have survived regime after regime and the environment that politicians have created for them. Ask them. Nothing is changing. Nothing is changing.
Businessmen saying they were employees.
Nothing is
more
changing.
Than 500.
Yeah, limited.
500.
And I'm say above 500. 500 no. Krano. Do na beti abafom. Do 500 because be 5,000 baby. I'm wondering because a typical example maybe because this guy on meaning no entrepreneur for program is Magdan or whatever.
Yeah.
When I read that letter from the airport company, I'm saying, look how they are writing to us. If we don't start building our own, this what you have written here is a matter that can be discussed behind closed doors. There's no need for this release. Indian, Portuguese, foreigner. Oh no, yes, I didn't want to. I have not followed it, but I've seen it on social media. I got angry because we have to start supporting our own,
and it should be deliberate.
We have to.
We
have to. This Ghana airport, whatever, parking space and all those things or whatever, for reasons for somebody to stop. You see, you be a businessman and kasabem. Talk to every businessman in the country. Nye MPP time, and nye MPP time. And say you come service in nobody can get the courage at the end. They were smooth with businesses. No. Because your pride is in a partisan. Yes, your pride is in a partisan. And I've sat here to tell you that we build politically exposed businesses and businessmen in this country. So when there are change in government, I know what Ibrahim Mahama has gone through. I know what Kennedy Japan went through. Now then, why are we doing this? Are we foreigners in our own land? If you don't want to build the Ghanaian, you want to build the foreigner? You don't want to build the Ghanaian, but your interest is to build a foreigner. Say Lebanese, Portuguese, Indian, whatever. I'm see private jet lounge now. Ghana we cut away.
But when him the air, man. The one say as a country, there are conversations being proud. We don't have to be seen to be having.
Why?
A conversation say, should we help Ghanaian businesses or not? It should happen. I was saying
Ghanaian businessmen and businesses.
Have to deliberately help Ghanaian business. And nobody here. Because imagine say 10 Ghanaian businesses are a nipa 5,000. And this unemployment day. And because 5,000, that's 50,000 though. 10 Ghanaian businesses. In the Unya 100. But when you have countries or more targets, say in 20 years, we want to create 20 million millionaires. Strategic.
We are pulling ourselves down.
Even businesses.
We are pulling ourselves down.
To build world-class businesses, international brands. We don't.
Now, Obi, Dako farms a Gina Dako farm. And then I said the Dako Farms, so Kenya knows what was happening. You started a boiler project. Dako Farms was key because of processing plant and Ekotama. You added on to the no way a lot of local staff. Jamae, na Ekotise. So you boy young Kasia. You been here, you been near Trimodimbia, a buyer. Near the same here for taxes and for you to ask the businessmen. Ask the businessmen. Their competitors are giving the room to operate. Ask the Ghanaian businessman. Why?
And I mean who say capital flight, they are not conform to say as long as you help a foreign business to thrive, no, and we are not by this preaching, say, because yes, country be any honswa, untimin fa ho the omubuami echichiri crew, benun chese kelewa businesses. It is not proper because omunyes can echo creating businesses in other people's countries, you know, and that is why and what say you make it sure deliberately, you know, and okay, man, the statement that I will refer to this year. The GACL has noticed with concern, GACL, Ghana Airport Company Limited, your disregard for the norms of doing business in the aviation sector, which requires strict adherence to safety and security rules. Indeed, you have engaged in several activities without prior approval from GACL, which have typically called for emergency corrective actions. One major example relates to your commencement of construction of the private jet terminal without a plan of construction operation, PCO, approval from GACL. We only became aware of your construction activities during routine security patrols, and we had to ask you to stop and submit a PCO for review and approval before construction continued. Meaning, say, they eventually submitted a PCO.
Baby, what can I do? So, do we have very efficient people running such a security zone for us? The letter will expose their kind of job that they are doing, because you cannot come and mount a barrier here at multimedia. Say, yeah, see if you pay near mounted barrier, or yeah, road to Ghana Airport Company Limited. This letter, I think that throw it somewhere. Obi, Edasem. Sir, a security zone. You think that any ordinary Ghanaian who has not gotten through the process can have access to the standard completion of a private jet launch? You think that the organizers of that private or the whatever of that private jet launch, you know, you see, some of these will be even behind the scenes conversation. Why? What do you gain with this? What do you gain with this? What mama nipa no crack back or ya swording, what for number? Nipa wire swording pen crack. I say a Saudi one year day, Eddie Numa or any that you go, or what so or share so. What are you talking about? This letter, drop it. Drop this letter, please. Wait, or I can say Ghana school feeding project PR. No? If you know the effort by whatever, what results? 2022, this kind of letters and this kind of references are quite irrelevant because we need to progress. We don't want selectivity. We want the Ghanaian to feel that I am a Ghanaian. We are not saying, say, Obi Yanyoma and Semfata, yes, so there be. But how did you say, oh, now yes, I allowed you. You see, are you from above? You say, man, go ahead. I am Ghana media. What's wrong waiting but
I want to really appreciate the challenge of the Ghana Airport Company, and then from there
we'll challenge. Parking our Dini Panukrasika. These are conversations that are coming in. You see, Yedin Komoyano, people are providing things for us. Yedin Komoyao. Yedin Komoya. So some of these things, no, respectfully, humbly, no small screen. Because you see, over here, Chekrano, now you'll be ego. When you be one casa boardroom, come on, where it cannot be solved. When you met the first challenge of he flouting a regulation security concern at the airport, what did you do? You made him go through the process, rectify the challenge. Now, where are you saying?
But I just want to.
Mama say only one person. Mama say Ghana Airport. Me say we have to start building our own. We have to support our own. I have said a lot of people, Kwesi Tum, despite Oforisapon, Kofi Job, Kennedy Japan, CTF and Papai, Maka Sam Jonah, Maka Moses Paka, Modni Pabe, Maka Magdan. Let us build our own. Yankasomu is straightforward human being. Zoom Lion. Why? We can build our own.
We can help them and be deliberate about it. And no, there is absolutely no two ways about that. And Obia what's here show way for a long time we would know our position. Say when it comes to local businesses, we've taken that decision. Say we would support local businesses no matter what. Of course, and no interest say we are at the Bonia.
Perfect.
But we think say there should be a deliberate strategy because if we are talking unemployment, the only sector dealing with that thing, no, the private sector. There is no doubt about that. It is a pushy foreign businesses are. We cannot in good conscience support any move to kill a local business. But again, and to also probably expose some of the issues at Ghana, because Ghana Airport Company, I want to appreciate the challenge in the concluding part of this letter, no? Almost given all the above reasons, GACL is unable to support the inaugural event at this time. We therefore ask that you postpone the event until we iron out all the necessary issues and you prove to us that you fully understand and appreciate how things are supposed to be done. Can you imagine?
You.
In the aviation sector, in the interest of safety and security.
That's what I'm saying, that they're exposing themselves.
Can you believe this?
That's what I'm saying. Said man can't crowd me and I see 2022, this inefficiency, it should be changed out.
Now car park.
Yes,
right?
car park.
And then we only received your request for logistical support for the inauguration, including arrangement for parking.
Did they pay or they didn't?
Management of approximately 300 invited guests yesterday, January 27, 2022. The nature of our work demands that we should have been given a reasonable period of notice to enable us plan adequately through engagement of relevant staff and stakeholders. Because I'm sure reasons now Ghana Airport Company amana. Are these reasons? Because one, baby, other fans say serious employer, please. PCO no. And also what they to say they corrected the mistake. The next thing, a car parking. Can you believe that? Car parking for the inaugural event in the Omun postpone. A car parking over 3 hours. Wow.
Well, Obi.
Wow.
Well, with the Namakana interest this afternoon, we ignore because we know it is telling you that there are certain boardroom conversations we are more iron and we. And I'm urging all of them, the Ghanaian businessmen, no, the Sekins and the they shouldn't look at the frustrations of the politicians, no more frustrated or more victimized. They should not look at it, they should look beyond it. They should think of Ghana.
Because if as a country,
they should think about Ghana.
We sat down for BA Mensa to go under. We sat down for your friend is saying Boache mattress to go under. We sat down for are there Cutlass war?
Agogo. The human old ones in Agogo.
Poku trading. A life.
You know.
We sat down because imagine say Sanka company is when Edasu Jinaswa. Hey, because Kumasi only says our business is the call for the Kumasi economy went shush. You know, until we have to be a bit more deliberate while making sure say our Ghanaian businesses will play by the rules.
But you cannot even do that without playing by the rules.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. When we have in place effective, efficient, and reliable managers at every department of Ghana's life. Some of these occurrences, Nazobia Flout Aviation Laws, setting up a private lunch, private jets too. I feel now that aviation a loss in the safety, any rules and regulations. What about premise? They wanted to fill the blank space on my failure. Then I'm catching. Obia Baufie. One man rules and regulations. But what we are sitting down, but I am what you ma the honor dedicated whatever. Also, I feel about aviation rules and regulations. So what is happening? It is only in this country, Obi. We know our problems from 1992, Obi. I did your challenges in the and you found normal. You know, Kobe or Ghana ha, and Mrakuni Bon, by me. Yeah, Abaya, or more booning them, or more booning them. There are certain positions in this country. And Mrakuni Bon by Abaya who do a Benina, Chinchimina, and Manachi, and Nimako Energy. Almost send the public Shabra Motamon soon. But Ghana running more coin. All governments.
We are not all Okasa among force and they documents. Yeah. There's one I'm in Sakawa, and there's a letter from Ghana Airport Company again to the managing director of Frontier Healthcare Services. Yeah. Kotoka. Or say, dear sir, COVID-19 testing at McDan Private Jet Terminal Arrival Hall. TO. This a letter written on 25th January 2022. Yeah. With reference to our earlier letter and or the reference number on the above subject, we wish to inform you that Ghana Airport Company Limited has delegated Terminal 1 to McDan Aviation for private jet operations.
What is your category?
This kwakwa, the same kwakwa you're talking about Ghana making. As part of measures to operationalize the terminal, we require COVID-19 testing service at the terminal. Consequently, please install your COVID-19 testing equipment in Terminal 1 to facilitate the intended private jet operations.
Terminal 1, when a trolley man.
I'm even surprised.
Terminal 1, when a trolley man. You know,
in the Ghana Airport Companies, our last letter about 3 days ago, not to achieve what?
This is the problem we have in this country. This is the problem we have in this country.
I want to say, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, our money regulators of the space, no matter what regulation.
Yeah.
Also, like certification, into almost say permission for the commencement of operations of the McDan Private Jet Terminal on the 11th of January 2022. Permission has been granted. Let's help ourselves. Mama,
well, that's what I'm saying. I want the businessmen and business people sometimes to also stand up and talk.
Yeah.
Stand up and talk. Because there's so much misrepresentation on their part. Stand up and talk.
Well, Civil Aviation letter now, paragraph 2, almost accordingly, the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority requests that Ghana Airport Company Limited, as the designated and authorized airport operator, makes a request for approval to delegate private jet terminal operations to McDan Aviation. We're 10th January 2020.
Yeah, we made the same second one. Me can't first one when I'm say crat and almost Zambra. We go here so much was and come up obi in the class because we are now declassifying too much. We are just becoming naked as a country. Every important information that we have is just out there. Near teacher of mine, sir. Son, your teacher of mine. Again, back to Ghana teacher. Ghana for Musmuntie, Yana can't be baby, I do no. Anna, one year, man, yourself will take advantage of our vulnerability. Oh, you can't be, and I do baby, I do no. The word wastage, public service, and the governance, Abambia also Catine, wastage.
Yeah.
Auditor General Bianson Kuntaba, wastage, any more practices, a question, a form and a costro. Obiadia costro. Obiadia costro.
Report after report.
Yes, Obiadia costro. Yes, the Biada, Fibia, than you see a decision, a guacom, and a guacoma, a catty wastage. Nebua, Ababa, a banco, a banco, a banco, car, a talk, car. Abaya who doing that to castle and stop young talk for Frubium. Abaya who doing the tabuato so. Abaya who doing as a boost adienso. And this are time people go so. Oko Jebusian manani or no you should Benz get to a bit. Wa Oko Jebusian so. Oh, baya also the V8 in the casa, the consumption quite dimu. Abaya Babanko or multi politician, nobody thinks is clean on this matter. You never buy young Ghana for Nankasaso. Abaya Obi. They be the number of ministers I engage on services in this country.
Yeah.
88, 75, 101, then 1. Then Abaya Ba Abanko. The slogan continues to be the same, cutting wastage. So the two political parties, if they come 2024 to us and they promise us to cut wastage, you think that I'm going to take them serious? Because two political parties now, cutting of wastage continues to be their challenge. Abaya Ba Abanko. Ababa, the fight of mine, so mine bet me to pon or mine bet macon kind. Sahadiano, Ubahuna bank for children as Ababa, Abaya, when no NDC for commerce, when MP before me. It's a problem that we have as a country. If we don't start solving those problems, last week we were here. I told you, if we don't solve the problem, as it's a young problem, Obi, we will solve it anyhow, and the results will be like this. Dr. Kumbo, good afternoon, baby, Obia. If we don't solve the problem as if we created the problem, we have the solution to the problem. Now you pretend this is a solved problem. Abayako, how do you how people amass wealth? Within 4 years, 8 years, NDC, MPP, we didn't see them. We knew them. We saw them. We knew them. If the country can develop personalities within 4 years, why do we look like Koshoko babies in this country?
Asempa FM.
Why? I'm not for to malnourished. Why? Why do they always come to us? And their slogans are the same. Let's tighten our belts. All political parties and politicians. If we want to tighten our belts, what is the leadership, whatever you are giving to us? So we know the problem. We know. You say Ghana or Maji Kurwa Dama Yinano, before Ghana for addition Kurwa, as I dear bon kind of board Boma could do. We don't believe the Ghana because the space to do corruptible acts, no Ghana by limited in supply. It's a young woman who's near Basane, the Bia Lakofaba, the Bia some reality perception, the Frafrasa, reality perception, the Frafrasa, and the Bikatoha, and the Bigua, and the Bonnie interest. And the problem is that Abakosam Chaya say Ghana modern boy, a board, I can't see him. And the Ghana for this share. Why don't you believe in the Ghanaian? Why? Why don't you believe in the Ghanaian? We are losing that power now as Ghanaian, that animonium, that glory now as a Ghanaian. You are torn your way as slaves to the Bruni.
Asempa FM.
You to me catch him say Bruni no bo betima instill discipline.
Can you believe?
Yes, everyone.
And so
I got your diamond or big phone. I do me from an apartment host too.
Yeah.
People from
until see you do that level now, and when you cast winner, and you say and you blind nationalism, and I say blind patriotism. No, the point is say, if you don't raise local captains of industry, in the dynamic hour, say Ghana ni be energy. Oh, and Kumasi yenya mall. Oh, Boase yes new mall be abo Boase. Oh, Takradi for nya Takradi mall. Accra have malls not springing up all over. So who rush have mall what? Do you feel anything Ghana in that mall? That should be the question. What interest is the mall serving? Products being the display in the mall. Made in Ghana products, no saying. If your answer to these questions, no, nailer. What it means, they say, everything that mall is doing, it's the same thing with our GDP. Oh, Ghana, your GDP now cost GDP na cost from to whose interest? To whose interest? Because the mining company about man yimua only what buying aside your friend stability agreement. Or the clauses be a agreement no more massa. Say who sign agreement? No man him say stability agreement no. Say only mining company in sign agreement. Okay, chair and say corporate tax are be generate 25%. Say or be conditions and stability agreement for 15 years. And within the 15 years, the conditions, maybe I want you to corporate tax, echo 25, and as a 30%, mining company own to 25 now, no better. Yes. So, what is what corporate tax next benefit and your better so
now be
in
Ghana.
Some of these agreements now was signed, and mind you, say, if we don't push to take commanding height of our industry, Massa, they be able to complain, sir, because the country will develop by in the interest of other people. In the interest of other people.
Yes, Omano, and yes, a developer for the good of majority of us. in the interest of other people. Yeah, so yeah, disregarding Bibia. Yeah, Bibia, another typical example of how careless we have been as a country. Yeah, you know, na me mo be the pipe fo, ECG fo, area fo, filter phobia money agio, obi also no creating speed ramp. No, edni to me abe pipe Ghana. Kwana ye no. Omu yo no mo janisa.
No janisa.
Yeah. Kwana ya no. This brings back to mind engineer Christian tie oh highways tie the blatant disregard by both local and foreign contractors when omo constructed kwayamaya safety measures
nothing
caution all those things
no
thrown away the inconvenience they create why Bibia ni wase obi adwene Ghana or Chama one case paye Hachokwan so on transition opposite if you come be don yes construction look at how the contractor has just on what me now mu ya krent no they will not even tell citizens around say and na e be free next week kon no yes akon ye block us akon we yes no sorry for that they don't respect us they don't respect us or we so o chakwani fa no wo tu omna donko a wonfa hwe amo wan kire o say aha naju ubenya sa reflectors ni wo ubeba hwi ni obo no da abasin no de kojan red abon
eno
obi ko she bi chinim say gukuru ye say onyame na de ba fa na bibi ye o nyame we no de ma
and one other thing o man na me person make and I think a important point nan say you nim say semisia menamfo young guys ni bebre a Ubuso Biasis now I'm into real estate.
I'm into real estate.
Real estate. And you know why? I think Kasa, we want to help build Ghana businesses, no? Real estate companies, no man. And I think that's the reason why Nipa Bibrina air kohono. Masa, omujis kadu do.
Real estate, no?
Too much. Was Okoshe Dandy yes wa or charge $100,000, $150,000 for Ghana. You're like, Charlie. What about this building? I was say it cost $100,000. It's too much. And I'm saying a story came. Say one of the most expensive real estate market, the Ghanaian real estate market. The world, when yes, Africa, the world. I'm telling you. Now we compare rent. Normal 1-bedroom near the uncle for rent, you know. So we call Tonatoni. We now pictures uncle for chat all. All the 300 Ghana cedis a month. Now we share dining, share kitchen be. Your friend is saying, washroom be nipa 500 Ghana cedis a month. You're like, are people going insane?
Obi me shall say me kasa about hostels me boy. Now ko hostel 3x4 bia. Inipa na guma ya ju bia 3,500. 3,500.
The real estate thing in Ghana is crazy.
I don't know any front that is not regulated.
It's crazy.
Way, but enforcement of the rules and regulations. You see me and for electrical appliances, fake ember, T2 cables, nothing free. That's all come market what is going on. Yeah.
But relative
we are just because you're beneficiaries of the system for all these years. I don't think obi change the status quo at any Ghanaian company now, no problem. Especially the foreigners. They be a mukapana ECG guy, the friends. Yeah, on abisi with him. Yeah, no almost table to us. Yempe budu. You know, table go. And no man who in so FM puntumba ECG adwumanum emfa revenue emma and no man new for so kwa. And no man for so kwa. Yempe budu yempe. The obiate that's a better man. Yeah, yanko. Yeah. Every day the Ghanaian is looking for pay is an increase. The output is so about mascano so abanzo. And ma
Asempa.
Who could do a journal 11 o'clock point 2. Yes, Ghana ye denounce what the bag as o na okebi. Hey, mention you the dishonesty of this people of this country is too much. And they be all be the only yardstick a medium. Onyamia domini na humbo bronti ni yete hanim say no. Ade bia efa ya djuma ho asese ye no. Sese ade no kredi ni pepepe na kokodro timi ye. It's becoming too much of a burden for young guys in this country, the frustration and desperation. No cresa. It's just declining.
some of them are sending messages into my inbox. My main fa way mu one after the other. Na fi any home come. We fi Joseph Kagoa. Omano say, dear Obi, good afternoon. My name is Joseph Kagoa. I'm a listener of your program, but I hardly contribute. Today, I've taken my time to draw your attention on some road safety issues that I think, if well addressed or executed, will help in preventing road disasters on some portions of our roads within the capital. They are as follows. 1, close to the GBC. GBC, so the U-turn. On that portion, there is a U-turn pedestrian crossing and immediately a right turn. My suggestion is that when the U-turn is closed, commuters can use the roundabout at Akweji to make their U-turns, and the road will be safe for all of us.
Yes.
Just as the U-turn at Laboni Junction has been closed.
Yes. Also, Laboni, it was causing accidents.
Okay.
Okay. But obi free. No. You say a bit honso a bit too, and we cross that several fraba. Some Muslim Germany say ba. Billboards now Springwood junctions, all those are blocking. Only Ghana advertisers to phone in Comona. Almost certain clear most of become position. Number 2, the Okano. And then normal apply was Laboni on almost every 4 days. Or the bed jam will be a shagatan this year.
In you want to see young closest
now simple. Yes, you know. Yeah, about Brian because we are what you say an inconvenience. If you don't go through inconveniences, let there be any pay papa. So I support him.
Okay.
This is a casual for the catcher say time the corner bang in cross to casual driver for the
yeah. Point number 2, I'm gonna say parking on one lane. The authorities must be up and doing by clearing those buses and trotros who have made most portions of our road around Cycle, Mantrak, Ghana, and towards the industrial area, their permanent parking space.
Enforcement.
That
place continues to be illegal. Enforcement. We are police for the station drivers. And hey, they are all beneficiaries of the system. We are not correct because we are not correct. Dishonesty is bringing us all these challenges. Dishonesty is bringing us all these challenges. He's raising very important useful points.
Now, the point number 3 will blow your mind. Bus drivers not having enough rest.
Yeah.
Obi, do you know that VIP buses that travel from Paga, Navrongo and Bolgatanga to Accra return on the same day?
With a different driver?
No.
Well,
or say, these drivers set off from Paga at 1 p.m. and they will drive straight to Accra. They will arrive in the early hours of the next morning, and same vehicle and same driver will drive back the day he arrives. I think authorities should stop this kind of unsafe driving practices immediately.
Well, I don't...
Before something nasty happens. I would want to believe that VIP no use to any generic.
That's what I'm saying.
VIP for the
because you can and cross check it before. But you know, a more say STC4 from time immemorial. And the other buses are adopted are 2 driver situation. And I think that is the basic. And so those kind of journeys now you need those,
I know say STC, I know say 2M 2 p.m.
2M express.
Your friend is saying 2M express.
Indeed, I'll be very much surprised.
Say the same driver. The same driver will be crazy.
I know. I'll be very much surprised. I'll be very much. But we will go into this matter. Anna, the generic term now. The car crash. We VIP. Because car chronic VIP. So we have to check on this one. A good so draw attention. Near person sanity. Near suggest him almost.
Driver running so.
No, a do for dipe. And they meet me. I want you and a day you want to me your grandma. Here, any sick bre. Any me pentema kwaba ni meet me this appointment for you, bre. Obi with you, ya. By fear na a fear doom. Until you attempt to save the situation, you forget, say, millions of needed lives. So we could have and still can avoid a lot of deaths in this
roads.
country on our roads.
Man, the second message I mean, second idea, but when a call police administration, your friend of Philemon Ofori, I say, hi, good afternoon, Obi. I would like you to kindly help me get the IGP's attention to my sick, bedridden dad, who is a police officer. He was, until his unfortunate sickness, a very hard-working, committed and dedicated chief inspector. Some police must chief inspector. That's what name. Yeah. He's been bedridden for 2 years now, and has now developed pressure wounds. Yeah. A very large one at his bottom. Yeah. We are out of funds, and his condition is so deplorable. At least if the IGP could authorize for him to be sent to the police hospital in Accra and attended to properly, paying the bills, it will be worth it. We went to the police hospital, but we couldn't afford the cost of scans, labs, medicines, and many others. I'm an ardent listener of your show. Please just put in some words on air for me to get the IGP's attention to my dad. We are in Ashanti Mampong. His name is Chief Inspector Joseph Amoa. I am his eldest son, Philemon Ofori. In your man, I ask, sir.
No, let's just first state the facts.
Yes.
And the human aspect of it. We in fact, first we sympathize with the family.
Yeah.
2, me catch us me can't post it for. Omotibiana hobrasium to the family and to the elders. Yeah. A year worse so far. And easy. You need to share say why you post in penning tino. Abianca post for hospital no a certain discount, but remember room fi say the running of that hospital running that facility is a problem and a big challenge.
No, by I agree with you, man. But my point is, why was hospitals like 37 military hospital built? Why was a hospital like police hospital built? Essentially, the main purpose for our hospitals, primary purpose, is to take care of the service personnel. And you're number one. You understand? And to say, and now you're worker at the Bank of Ghana. So, Oko Bank Hospital, a free for what we and a mass and you we are Cocoa Board staff. Oko Cocoa Clinic at North Kaneshi, a free for what we and a woman bear me and son. It cannot be, man. So, we are a police officer risen to the rank of a chief inspector. No retirement. Now, why are Uber police officer was it. Utieska to the extent that when you scanty, where you bought the call. It's a hospital that runs on government subvention.
No, but it's a system. Now, Dr. Fokra delay music.
Yes, it's a wrong thing.
No. I'm saying that, Obi, if we are to go by that, there and a certain demands so doctors yes. Let us cross the letters and the words and the I's and the D's. Because certain package be for a certain reason.
Yes.
And obedience our package na because no baby as also my certain package. It immediately say the police institution cannot say that all policemen are more to be able to say now west come to the Ghana police hospital.
The police hospital.
No who be get into this year. Who impossible for academy.
But nasa gate na a gate me.
A gate yes, I'm telling you.
Police organ.
It's like no.
How many policemen do we have?
You should patrol. Maybe I say. Unfortunately for us now, 37 and police. If the first priority was to serve the service people, you trust our service.
I agree.
Now, in terms of even facility and logistics, another matter together. I'm telling you. Say, you can't see a BSR floodgates as I speak to you now.
Asempa FM.
Obi,
yes.
From the south, east, west, north, the number of policemen, some of them, some of them as I speak to you now.
Service
challenge, but Yeah,
no, but the papa. Oh man, that's my point too.
Many problem.
You can even say omo yere ni omo mad fine. But policemen nankasa both serving and retired. No.
We can have this conversation. Because doctors over from this year. A doctor will call you now, maybe a senior medical doctor. I've paid my but it's a norm.
No. Police, military, no. Oh man, one example. Me call California, no. Yeah, weekend stay as part of the Mandela Washington for every fellow echo tna a local San Diego be fee for the weekend. Me ye lucky, nipa me kwatena nche na oye old Navy officer. Unim say the mere fact that we a naval officer retired no. Say we go supermarket kwa akoto ade a na se queue ho a woni e ma won e ma bedik we wonyare nya hwie o. We old naval officer ukọ bank. Ye ma ba bedik queue nanim just because I was serving in the military da. Ye wo the commissioned warship bi e San Diego. Ye kwa ship no na ni queue. Ye drew her oyi in ID card or ye old naval officer masa nipa be 200 ye na mu fa omu nyina nim besin koko remu just because gun height will not happen. But the point is if you put your men and women in harm's way, the least you can do for them in retirement and they say opayareshe. Yes, see police hospital or man for crying out loud. Your police hospital which is run on government subvention and your private hospital.
Wadaroma, mean be watching you. So I see brasu say, Yashan Kratem, yes, I shed your money be a tissa. Now said down to say, even a driver for COVID is a GPR. And a brass sweat trimmed that say, a driver for hospital crown isn't guided. Yes. It's remember this,
Chief Inspector. Remember them 2 years, man.
We can look at all those things, Obi. We can look at all those things. I know I have absolutely no problem.
But I'm saying with this current management, my and you may be a F. Say police finance will win the line of duty. You see the kind of burial on the mom. And F crack. Yeah, the helicopter be kona kofa body na ba. Yeah, make a way mo.
Kofi Buachini your honumune.
Yeah, any tamparo na e. Na make.
We mu na ye biare. Obi.
Na over say.
We mu no ma ye biare.
What I just say, Ukrom need to be born for Kana.
When no my
no, but F, it's a good thing. Or more, line of duty, Yeah, you almost had it, but you're sure most your retirement because what several Ghana power riser could do chief inspector. Now you are that
one of the challenges in corruption. Welfare. We're coming in. Just a few days back, Abasubodi Omudiama Tiwa in the history of almost Yuoko. Say Yuoko for any condition of service was the same.
Sir?
Yeah. It's Yamo Gofred Dame and Tiwa. They've started the conversation Attorney General around Yuoko for. Now can this happen or say
such a critical
state? No, just check. Yes, just check. It is Tiwa no. Yeah, Mami Tiwa. COPT wa correct?
Yes,
yes. On the MC nipa ho nkomo or nipa ho dadwene na
welfare
yes, and dadwene kese pa. Me I didn't know. Is the
she's the head of Yoko.
Yeah, she's a Yoko people saying that they thank God for T-West president. They are also a welfare president. The first initiative is a welfare condition of service of water. Into a need that Attorney is in discussion on all this outcome. So wow. Wow. Is it on my nankasano? One a D campo mutu or more chair, no, dear no money yamom. O mine and Casso. They be become Mr. Sigri, Town and Country Planning, a dedicated town and country planning boss. No, I'm
land use and special planning authority.
Make us another be out was actually.
Land use and special planning authority. Who did say? And I know in command area was scrap dealers. Then the Trump sent him a message. I said, Obi, I'm building a 5-bedroom house at Community 25. And can you imagine? One day I went there and all the electrical cables were stolen. Even the burglar proof was cut by scrap dealers. Even my wheelbarrows were all stolen. Oh man, scrap dealers. I said, well, I Because AI is too much. And we can't allow this space to say free, say scrap dealers inti. Omon am no mo sasa na die bia. And if you extend say a man for bugler proof I fix na mu kochicha.
Air condition cables in.
Oh, David. I don't pose na me kaza me kind story before Kenya.
Oh yeah, do no.
In Kenya, no. In Kenya, Omanpenye na no tree number offense. Says scrap dealers were churning in them. Oh.
I am ready to support the bedridden police officer at Ashanti Mampong.
Okay.
With 10 bottles of Ashon Nani juice. Nani juice. Nani pao. Esaya de pa yes I
10 bottles.
Yeah, 10 bottles.
Now Ashon Nani juice or the other.
To collect at Sewa Herbal Shop. Hey, Nani, serious are you?
Esaya.
No, Nani.
Nani say onim ya require man. Nti no.
Also, Nani ye bibia to see a 1 hour side. What friends say? Kona ko bod Nani we. Na hwe de infaso de etimi ye. Wo de position na police officer kona come on to yentem bon this ya. E wo bi. Wo de bo Nani
juice.
Yeah. And you may be yamani peduano. Oh ye nyina do so Asante Mampong. Nipa onko no nko ji won ho. Ti o se ne ba no on fresh ana mo obi de betu dwa later. Ana de man later ba bo no ni na we de ye. Obo se Nani no. Adimu kese pa na
okay, numerous potential benefits including boosting endurance, relieving pain, supporting your immune system, reducing cellular damage caused by tobacco smoke, and aiding heart health in smokers. And your more is smoky pano. None are there. Okay, okay, some really good benefits.
And to ascend the crab, why do people take Nani? People
okay.
To ascend the Asempa. Okay. I show you that will be the number.
And this other message, it breaking my heart. I say hi, Obi. I've been listening to your program every day. I'm currently a nursing officer at Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. I listen to your program almost every day on Facebook Live. We have water crisis here in Cape Coast.
Hospital right now.
And it's really affecting the hospital for almost a month now. Patients find it difficult to take their bath. Patient ain't minyare. And they use the washroom. And most unfortunate thing is that sometimes surgeries are postponed due to the water crisis.
No. I say we had to say the consultancy room 3, Kaneshi Hospital, administrators somewhere there.
The whole hospital in Suecho.
And I'm saying administrators somewhere there. And I say, stop gap measures. But you are going to blame who? The hospital makes money. The hospital makes money. And she said, and your Cape Coast citizens are. And therefore, be woman. Are they also, if we don't start solving problems like that, and the national cake need that's what they are obi no me say you but sometimes that is where we see leadership. An administrator at the hospital at Cape Coast, please, before government comes to intervene, you need to just do networking. A lot of companies are there. It will stop gap tanks whatever bear 3 just for stop gap corner. Once we look at a permanent solution to the problem, because so once I'm there, and then once I'm at Amos near central region, John Ejekum Kufo, Omuna excellencies, Omuna be so Ebakun so tokwa, Ebebuan so punto. So if we know we have a challenge and we have a ways and means, you have to try the ways and means first, whilst we are looking for the permanent solution. But how can you defer or postpone surgery because sometimes some of these things will be my kind of creature. Ghana for the bogus. Where is Eba? Where is Eba?
Although management is trying their best, it is very difficult here.
2022. Nobody will talk like the PR of a school feeding secretariat and think that we forgive him or her. 2022, Obi. Cape Coast Hospital. Don't bring this matter to Ghana Health Service or the Ministry of Health. 2022. Why is the patriotism of Cape Coast for? Why? Please.
Ekosiisen is the high Asempa 94.7 FM. And just by way of education, I think last week, you can be able to say, you suspended the payment of tolls, sir. Adentina still a toll booths, no? And that's what ewo. Now, ministry, ni ebebuegu and I say it is saying, one of our listeners sent me something very instructive. I say, Obi, please, the collection of the tolls is by an act of parliament, which has not been repealed. What the minister did was an executive suspension. Muntio, please check page 681 of the Fees and Charges Miscellaneous Provisions Instrument 2019 LI 2386. It contains the road charges. This has not been repealed, so the law is still in force. What we experienced was just an executive suspension, as you alluded to. And just by way of education, the Ochinebino say, a buying for Froba, and as a buying with Yampo Ochinebi, it me decided suspension, no, or Masai I left it. And we will go back to the collection of tools because the law, a general Somana road tolls, no, is still in force. It has not been repealed. In so there are a couple of other messages at tier 4 at the but I would defer those to where you are more. I send the messages into my inbox and kind, but and the messages are more about on the show. Bebre ewa meshe na makaini na ede amamo, a lot of them. But let me deal with some birthday because I'm told say year MP for Ayawaso West Wogon. Also a deputy majority chief whip. Honorable Lydia Say Ramal Hassan in the birthday. And a happy birthday to you, Honorable. And do have a good one. Live to be 94.7 and beyond. Honorable Lydia Say Ramal Hassan. Happy birthday to you. It's also your birthday, the deputy youth organizer for the New Joabin South constituency in Koforidia. Deputy Youth Organizer, New Joabin South constituency. Efia Mai Amwa. Happy birthday to you. Live to be 94.7 and beyond as well. We say happy birthday to my nephew, Sam Apia of McGinn International School. You are 3 years today. May the Almighty Lord bless and keep you safe. Sam Tuga is an Alajo and on the way Abba. And a happy birthday to my younger sister, Akosia Brago. Happy birthday to you. And do have a good one. Akosia Brago ye Juma ewo Snit Edum branch in Kumase. In the Dorcas Brago Terrier. Ubefia friend Akosia Brago or a bruta or Snit Edum branch in Kumase. Happy birthday to you. And we love you and grow in the grace of God. Dorcas Akosia Brago Terrier. Happy birthday. Live to be 94.7 and beyond. Let me deal with some of the other messages. Where's the Obi? Our sprinter drivers drive too carelessly with unnecessary overtaking and overspeeding. Every year we lose thousands of souls on our roads, but little attention has been given to that. Just look at the money we spent on COVID, which killed less than 1,000 people, and compare the commitment we've made to road safety. Echo Jan, or your Deputy National Tain Coordinator in charge of the Southern Sector. Echo, good afternoon and thank you. Obi, 31st January is finally here. This day has some remarkable features. Aside being the floodgate to the month of love, it's also the birthday of most of my bosses and friends. Notable among them are Honorable Kumi Labi, Eastern Regional Treasurer of the NPP, Honorable Lydia Seyram Al Hassan, MP Ayawaso West Wugon. Nana Yao Kese. The Cardinal himself. Nana Yao Kese of Despite Media. Nana Yao Kese. No. Nana, you too much. Nana Yao Kese, happy birthday to you, my brother. Host of The Platform on Peace FM, Nana Yao Kese. The Cardinal. Happy birthday. And where's a PSA Achere Sika of Upper West Akim Loyal Ladies. But the one I wish to celebrate today on your noble platform is my boss, brother, and friend, Ohene Kwame Boahene, aka Minister Charles of Adeiso. He is a minister of the gospel. Minister Charles, I call you the music man because you are music, and music is you. May anyone who runs around trying to run you down run away in the long run because you run things with the one who runs the universe. Wow. Happy birthday, senior. Cheers to higher height. My name is Guy Soko from Adeiso. Guy Soko. Guy Soko. Okay. Happy birthday to the sole cardinal of the airwaves, Nana Yao Kese of Despite Media. A very special afternoon to Kofi Anin, personal assistant to the finance minister, Nana Ekwamwa Boaten. Please wish Pastor George Boaten of Swan Lake, North Canada, happy birthday for me. May he live to be blessed. Nana Akwesi Asafo Ejeyi, all the way from Kwadaso in Kumasi. Obi, I celebrate my brother-in-law, Edward Kingsley Inti of the Tema Oil Refinery. This from Richmond Standard Chartered Bank here in Accra. Richmond, good afternoon to you and thanks for doing the listening. We say, Obi, we have a serious problem in this country. We need to stop giving every opportunity to foreigners whilst our own businessmen suffer. Today, we have a Chinese company building an oil refinery close to Tor. Why can't we give Tor to a local private investor to run, but rather allow the Chinese guys to come collapse our refinery? I can assure you, immediately they are done with the construction, Tor will most likely go down. Nana Amponsa Bediakon Edie Eni. We say a happy birthday going out to Honorable Lydia Seyram Al Hassan, MP for Ayawaso West Wugon. We celebrate you today, Mommy. And best wishes to Esposito Kwesi Boaten in Bremen, Germany. And Linda Ansong in New Jersey, US of A. Master P is in London. We say, Obi, the problem in this country is self-entitlement. Ask ambulance drivers how they suffer on our roads. Obi, the problem in this country is, okay, I think you've stated that. The citizens are indisciplined and the leaders are dishonest. George Quatten is in Adenta. Hi, Obi. My name is PK from Elembele. Good afternoon to Yao Broja Jemfi, NDC National Youth Organizer Hopeful. From all evidence and indications on the ground and youth-related matters in the country now, NDC needs a courageous and ruthless national youth organizer to lead the party, and Broja Jemfi is the surest man for the youth. No more working behind the scenes. And a belated happy birthday to Edem Agbana. Edem Agbana, a deputy national youth organizer of the NDC. Edem Agbana. I think yesterday was your birthday. Belated happy birthday to you, my brother. Live to be 94.7 and beyond. Good afternoon, Obi. Let me see. Can't the Cape Coast Hospital Management get polytanks for specialized wards and theatres for effective running of the hospital to avoid needless deaths? One for Wudian, but that's, I think, Omahine shares in same opinion. We say, our minority MPs in Parliament, we ordinary Ghanaians appreciate your fight on our behalf. May God bless you all. You should ensure that the term e-levy is even banned completely. Completely means completely. Anyone who uses it must serve a jail term for 6 months. Ablade, Efiekuma Zongo, in Takrade. Wow. This one says, happy birthday to Nana Okesi and special regards to the indefatigable General Secretary of the NPP, John Bwedu, incoming National Chairman Stephen Ayensu in team, Collins Intiriwa, Nyama, CNN, incoming National Treasurer, as well as National Organizer in Waiting, Nana Boache Eskaya, not forgetting Chairman Divine Otuagohom, Greater Accra Regional Chairman, Sir Obama, is in Pokwase. And earlier, he sent some messages vehemently disagreeing with our position on the Magdan Ghana Airport Company. She was saying, what are you people saying? That Ghana Airport should give us a break just because Magdan is an indigenous Ghanaian businessman? We should sacrifice building our own at the expense of security breaches at such a sensitive security installation such as the airport? Goodness me. Let's hasten slowly to scrutinize the Ghana Airport Company letter again. Here is a man they invited for several meetings, which he failed to honor. What are we talking about? Let's stop creating the impression as though someone is stifling a local businessman. Sir Obama, I've gone through the Ghana Airport Company Limited statement. And the only way I no say issue, because one, the issue on the POA, no, they acknowledge, say, they called him back and he went by the POA. He put things in place. The only issue again in Tia, Omama support to the event was because of parking issues. Issues with parking. Baby, I guessed 300, they be parking. Charlie. That was the issue. But I agree with you. I mean, and I said this, if any local businessman is not prepared to play by the rules, we should take that person on. But if we would again, rules ne finching too much when it comes to foreign companies, then we cannot be seen to be doing finching when it comes to local companies. No. And then you're proper. Enti yenya and also clear. I hear say you tag for strike and so a year could do level be unsure we would have to close down our public universities. My young coding como. Do we have Prof on the line? Okay. Professor Ransford Jampo. Secretary Emma UTAG, local chapter Legon. That's Ghana's only university. Or more local chapter of UTAG. Professor Ransford Jampo. Prof, akwaba Ekosiisen saying so bibi aboko there.
Na dum hoye na hwana ni obi
ni
adisen kasa ya che.
Yeah, kasa ya che pa, kasa ya che.
Yeah. Afishapa.
Afi papa nkometo afi yen kasai. Ndi mama ma ofisi apa.
So nkometo. Na ka Premier University or the Premier na kan.
Oh, me can say only university mpo in the Premier na crowd there.
I saw the Premier no sa kan. Na technical school so me training colleges so ni na omo university of Ghana. Mo bi adin ye.
Wow. Enti me pacho minim say strike ne start an engagement be na akoso. Where are we now? Medru hinsis here.
Oh, I say na maintain this engagement who be na akoso. And say Vice Chancellor of Ghana and a meeting impending for and one say one person must to me immediate between the government and UTAG for eventually na amode na akoye up to you. So be a yesremo na Asempa members say asra na amonfa omade shede anya adwuma na me say no echi no Minister for Education 2 weeks ago ana oshia ana so UTAG impending for sa ana no so na mon call of the strike na mon negotiate na mpanyinfo baa no ana members say saa mon call of the strike na mon ko negotiate na ya tibida okay last year August or baby amodern sasha kata afise omo negotiate for 1 month na amofa finality and me asasini eno enkosi aga and you know members so appearance you know amofa nye ejuma you know na me say yede ekwe mu a ebedu sabre na mfa ha mfantu dwa say o cheche ni bie ne ho a na nigi say obekọ strike especially what's the acha nigi bakọ omo an say why our research na when you finance be na wo kujina classroom na wojudwemu ho na nkofo na won say awon so waken kan ho ma na say for nigi awo mu an no tin obi nje say obeti etuasa na fei Asempa FE so to as I say that strike and individual be onipa baako bi na all ye bi and also leaders baako me no bi and one person one sabotage government I am this asema na it breaks my heart. Oh uba campus here we media ni in century we bra na ni a teacher for mbekasa ubenwu say ade no enya nipa kumebi ana nipa baako bi na ye but general membership no when nje nia ekoso and the way they are being treated well and nia asako hunya asem no mukura ne court asem a o mate say ye di omukọ court no na ma omoja kra enti yesre any just strike no muti si emu bi no mo kasa yen kasa se eme pese monopolize and I wanna pese o command na wanna pese we influence the whole UTAG population there be anyasa members na nkasa na omo eja na say we try political science na we a good representative you know that you try to typify the mood of your constituents. You try to reflect what your constituents say or what they want you to do. And now, you know, it's strengthening for say, a quarter week. Na assembly wa abanye betumi aka na ebe abotoyem ebeba. So mampeni ankasa bebi edu no. Efo say, odwan kasa intervene na ope kwan bo betumi afa so the resolution ebeba to say no because you move be no any nje ho say yebekọ strike but members no so are ataso so na akoye
sir it will be now or never into way there until they hear something pleasing to the ear no the strike continues
be asem na or catch you say opa fa me court and see odan a waso no ho ahwe no beko no da bonten o catch us opa fa me court na sefo na say adene timi no on Asempa FE na upia nipa bia kopem dan a onwura dan no mo or san bounce back to you and you know a teacher for no ebuefu pa na yesre say o mampeni ankasa ebetumi a onfa nano ento sase ni bi then you know abe aye o mine na eja no me gidi say o kire kwan ya ofa so a obetumi aso asemu ya no a ebeboa asem wo ho a ye ka akomo di amanfo a o maketua enso omudi ye ka wo say me de o makogina court you are going to compel them to go back to the classroom to teach now we are sir na ukodi nkunimu a na nia ema lecture for etiano na eno ekwana senko na openie teachie atreti adwuma no wunim ne yede akoma pa na commitment and a conviction and your teaching is never done under duress or under compulsion. To me, share teacher Ekosiisen On Asempa Uncle Gina classroom na nibuefu okomo no kwa also try there. Yenye teachings are patrol. So what per se a teacher for a produce nation builders are. There were kwanya ye faso education and I said kwanya ye faso and your more than etna. Yeah. Oh obi a wuti o teacher ni nibuefu na ketu ya so the mano. Yeah, move extra classes in the Bamufi. Now, Busumia so Undianaka, and I can tell the man in Jehu. Now, Obana will murmur and anymore. Obama come and actually about the OP. O teachenia or Commodeno, and now O teachenia Nibufua and Namosunti, what ye piano. On to me, the Papadia. You don't achieve anything by using legalities. Say the Omako court in Ekodi Kunimtino, ya force on back to the classroom. I don't think that is the way to go. The way to go, no, abutoyem asamka. So sikani bi ni wa, mimi anu musike ni ho. Na mo wunya kase sike ni wa, na esese wo demonstrate yi, e ma ye unsampa sike ni ho. Kwa ntu mi ngba se obeka se sikani bi ni ho. Nso na ebi no mo de omo difficult kase o market mu ye jam na ebi no so de edu omo so an sike ni ho. Tino kasa pabi ebi aminianum niema no emu eye den kakra na fe bi amo so esanse mu ye den tere bi amo ma ye mbre ana kakra yi a munji we mfa nka ma de hu na mo ma ye mbre kakra na ye no mbetena se nya hye niema me fe so say they are very reasonable people. Well, a teacher for share in the elections that got the current regime elected to power, no? A teacher for in tertiary education, teacher for play a serious role. There were around 81 polling stations that were spread across public tertiary institutions in the country. So 81 MPP Ponkwa every knee and say 69 only in here. Not just say the lectures at the public universities and as a public tertiary institution, they are a constituency of this particular regime. That's only a constituency. I think the way to treat them, you know, it's not senior and the Yamakwaina. But that's the way to go about it. Oh. But
the threat the more that has come from the National Labour Commission, I suppose.
The National Labour Commission said
a state
at the institution. Now we share how its head, executive secretary was appointed up. What their there's been concerns about even the mode your first were appointed. Oh, now, me feel say about certain key appointments of states now. We should attempt to look at the caliber of people. You form more mukudisa institutions anymore. Well, one shepherd, not the role an independent habitat. What is said? National Labour Commission, penny no, menka commission and kata. The difference between the commission itself and the one who is the executive secretary. Yes. Well, now we are independent habitat. Asamaba afani afantemwa ujina fin. Na ide de bia e beti bia na penny no na o kan sembi etia afabako. O kan sembi etia afabako. Yentene publicly. The penny no o sha abanyenim akatense aban won so ne awuye won so no eya moko agreement won so di so. Omonka now, should they be labor for now? You take measures against what is the National Labour Commission for? Ekosiisen are buying. Caneno, Danano, in a Webusun to you. Yes, Anna, if you are performing the role as an independent editor, my GDR and call for any woman, Anna, as you can Kaka, and the car must be a many son. Nemo, the first said, Sonia, who play the role in the public utterances against a teacher for no. So they be a any attempt to reasonably settle Sasam,
okay. In all of this, no, how about the education ministry led by the minister? Omonso, and then the free mobile.
Oh, near me came, you are not paying attention. My class and then took Fabiana, which in machine loan for man, you are not paying attention. I said it earlier, it's about 2 weeks ago. Minister and so afraid.
Okay.
Now, the was that or appeal now phase so no mon call of the strike now mon negotiate. And I'm the catcher will say members no e buy no your mo can say sa call of the strike na ye negotiate no once your mat be that in position until no more can say no so mo fa anya adwuma.
But has that been the only position from the ministry?
So that's the only time I wish here.
Okay.
And that's the only time I wish here. And I'm pacho to say baby members no the slightest idea leader no now want the impeachment no. Well, impeachment processes are started on some campuses against some members of the leadership. Be blaming because they've been for say more kind some and so on some campuses no the minimum start to cry impeachment. Where was standing their way, no more where I be with your Unjumia, near a bay idea. And yen if a back was them. Now, Sunny, you do know, Mr. say, a Mampini and Cassa, at to name no two, as fast as them, Penny, Metuminate, Asam, or so, and quite a first 100 me. Mr. say, and lawyers are members are also reasonable. To me, after I say, Emma, it to me the finality. A calendar, no academic calendar, and and say,
yeah, we already know 3 weeks. Echo now, me patrol ABA obit you for the first time, and in bare a minute or two, the issue Nankasa the then you tag for a demand free buying where they are there.
Oh, a demand in idea. I got to buy him, and one say, I could no, and so, baby, na, yeah, what can't want them almost say, yeah, be a market survey, na, omujina, so market survey in a year, omujina, so now, be determine a certain component of our salary, I have market premium, na, and only be a bit to me, a man, a coso kakra. Omo market survey no ewie no ye catch almost say one farm be an kan mama farm ba omo twen ye two etia ye ne abalan kasa etna ase e kan say market survey no will be implemented in December. As a matter of fact, one can say by October last year no one be market survey no ma implement it. And yes there be ye mpese be do ona mu wi nti ye de be ma mo bere ye de kosi December na nka mo implement the content of the market survey. But they do December until na one implement it. Ye ko kan